Good day, everyone. Today we will talk about some more lies being dumped on our kids in public schools. Just make sure that you watch the previous videos in the series as they follow on each other. Please subscribe, like, and share these videos as much as possible. Let's jump right in. They tell the kids that humans and chimpanzees are related. They say that DNA of an orangutan is 96.3% similar to that of humans, and that proves a common ancestor 15 million years ago. This is pure nonsense. Barney Maddox, a leading genome researcher, said, "The genetic difference between human and his nearest relative, the chimpanzee, is at least 1.6%. This doesn't sound like much, but calculated out, it's a gap of at least 48 million nucleotides. And a change of only 3 nucleotides is fatal to an animal. So there's no possibility of change." In fact, they are even lying about these figures. Chimpanzees have 134 million base pairs of DNA more than that of humans. That means that their genome is about 4.3% bigger. They had to break the genome down into chunks that are similar to compare it, and then came up with a 98% similarity. They excluded 25% of the human genetic material and 18% of the chimps. When they actually factored in the non-similar DNA into the comparisons, the similarities they came up with were somewhere between 66 and 86%. This is called cherry picking. This study done in 2018 shows that the similarity was found to be 84%. Areas where the human and chimp DNA could not be matched up was not included in the study, so the estimated similarity is actually much lower. So they went from 98% similarity between the two genomes to 84%. Plus, the chimp's genome is 4.3% bigger than that of humans. The evolution theory of humans branching off of the chimp around 6 million years ago is based on this 98% similarity. The new 84% figure, which should actually be less, suggests that there are too much changes that must have occurred in their 6 million year time frame, and could therefore not have happened at all. A National Geographic website has a gene calculator that shows that humans have a genome similarity of 88% to that of a mouse, 85% similar to a cow, and 84% similar to a dog. Similar structures nearly always have similar plans, DNA in this case. Similar bridges have similar blueprints. This hardly constitutes evidence that one sired the other or that they were erected by tornadoes. Let's take cars as an example. Knowing how a car works does not explain how it originated. The operation of a machine does not prove the origination of it. Here's some questions. How many things need to go right to make a car work? Thousands of things, right? How many things needs to go wrong on a car for it to stop working correctly? Well, any one of thousands of things, right? See, complex things require a designer. Yet they tell the kids that humans and chimpanzees are similar. There are thousands of differences, but even if there are some similarities, so what? If you think that percentage of similarity proves something, well, then I have some pretty amazing news for you about similarities, which I'm sure you are not aware of before today. Clouds are 100% water. Watermelons are about 97% water. With this new logic, it means that watermelons must have evolved from clouds. It's also common knowledge that jellyfish are 98% water. So are snow cones. This proves how they evolved. Then they tell the kids that fossils prove evolution. This textbook says fossils provide evidence for evolution. This is a lie. No fossil can count as evidence for evolution. This one says evolution is a fact. The fossil record provides some of the strongest evidence that species evolved over time. There is no fossil record. You don't look back into a fossil record, you look at fossils. You put your interpretation on them. They are not stamped with a number or date, okay? The textbooks are always saying how fossils can contribute to our understanding of evolution. Charles Darwin himself said, "If my theory be true, numberless intermediate varieties must assuredly have existed." I agree. There should be millions, if not billions. This book says that since Darwin, many links have been found. This is pure propaganda and a huge lie. In general, these have not been found, yet optimism has died hard, and some pure fantasy has crept into textbooks. Fantasy? In textbooks? No. Fossils cannot support the evolution theory, guys. Quoting Dr. Hoven, "If you find a fossil in the ground, all you know about it is that it died. You cannot prove that it had any kids. And you can definitely not prove that it had kids different from itself. And why would you think that a bone you found in the dirt could do something that animals today cannot do? They say that we evolved from an ape-like ancestor. Okay, apes are still having babies. Let them do it again. I would like to see it this time." Luther Sunderland wrote to a bunch of scientists asking them for the evidence for evolution. They all wrote back that they don't have it and that someone else has it. The British Museum of Natural History has the largest fossil collection in the world. When Luther asked the senior paleontologist Colin Patterson why he did not show the missing links in his book, he said, "I fully agree with your comments on the lack of evolutionary transitions in my book. If I knew of any, fossil or living, I would certainly have included them. I will lay it on the line. There is not one such fossil." Wow. See, there are no such thing as a missing link. It's the whole chain that are missing. So they have a new theory now on why they are missing. Stephen Gould says that the absence of fossil evidence is a nagging problem for evolution. He knows that there is no evidence for evolution, so he has to come up with a new theory. He kind of brought up Goldschmidt's old theory, and he said maybe the first bird hatched from a reptile egg. Say what? He said yes, maybe evolution happened so quickly that there is no evidence. In other words, we don't have any proof, so that proves it. They tell the kids to think critically. The fossil record shows that an organism evolved through many small changes over time, which is a lie. Which theory best describes the organism's evolution? Gradualism or punctuated equilibria? Explain. How do you think it happened, kids? In their minds, there are only two choices. Did it happen slowly like Darwin said, or did it happen fast like Stephen Gould said? They don't seem to be able to think outside the box. Evolution did not happen at all. God created the different kinds. Dr. Owen debated Dr. Pigliucci from the University of Tennessee in Knoxville. Dr. Owen said, "Dr. Pigliucci, you have studied and taught courses on the evolution of plants for 10 years. You have received and spent over $650,000 in grant money to study the evolution of plants. What is the best evidence you know of for evolution?" He answered, "The evolution of whales." Just what kind of a plant are a whale? He claimed the hippo is evidence for evolution because it is the process of adapting to an aquatic way of life. He also claims the flying squirrel is evidence because it has half a wing. Every evolutionist that you may talk to thinks that the evidence for evolution is in another field of science. It's like the shell game, where they put an object under one of the shells and shovel it and make it you guess under which shell it is. The botanist thinks that the archaeologist has the evidence, and the archaeologist thinks that the geologist has it, and he thinks that the anthropologist has the evidence. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, there is no evidence for evolution whatsoever. Unfortunately, this is all we have time for today. Please like, subscribe, and share as much as possible to help my channel grow. This will be the last video I make for this year of our Lord 2021. I will be back with more videos in late January of 2022. Please do not go and celebrate Christmas. Watch my video on the subject for reasons why not, and stay safe. Don't forget to leave a donation. Instructions on how to do so will follow. Thanks again, and God bless. Thanks for watching. If you enjoy our videos, please leave a like and subscribe. Don't forget to click the bell icon to be notified of our next video. You can help us create better videos by leaving a donation on Patreon. The link is in the description. Thank you. We hope to see you next time.